So very good afternoon to one and all. Good afternoon, children. So children, welcome to the e-learning class. Today we are going to discuss Intermediate First Year Economics, 6th chapter, Theories of Distribution. In the previous class, children, we discussed about the Ricardian theory of rent, a very important topic from the examination point of view. And now, today in this class, we are going to discuss about the second factor of the production, that is labor, and the reward paid to the labor, wages. We are going to discuss about the wages, children. So, generally, what do you mean by wages, children? Wages means salaries. Wages means salaries. So now, what is the definition that is given for the wages? Wages, children, the sum of the money paid under contract by an employer. Employer paid money under a contract to whom? To a worker. To a worker, children, as a reward for the services rendered by him. That means any worker who get a reward. When a person do the work, he gets the amount, children, either in cash or in kind. Okay, so the most of the people, those who work, children, so for whom they are working, the person, he gives him the reward, children, under a contract. Contract means firstly they promise the children that if you work for these many days, you will get this much amount of money. If you work for these many hours, you will get this much amount of money, or for months. That means under a contract, when a person gets an amount, children, from an employer, that we call as wages. Wages are of many types, children. Many types, like for example, we find the daily wages are there. The people, they get the wages daily. Weekly wages are there. Monthly wages are there, children. And some wages are according to the contract what they get it, children. So these wages are of two types. What are the types of wages are there, children? The wages are money wages and the real wages. The wages are of two types, money wage and the real wage. So what do we mean by money wage? Money wage, children, it is an amount of an income received by a labor, either physical work or the mental work. So simple one, money, it is in the form of money. The amount that a person gets, children, received as a reward for his work, either physical work, that is lifting the heavy loads, or the mental work, that is using his skilled knowledge. Whatever the income a person gets, that we call as money wage. Then, what is a real wage? Real wage, children, it means purchasing power of a money. Purchasing power of a money that a person gets after doing the hard work to purchase the goods and services. Okay, everyone gets salary, children, but it is not sure that everyone are able to buy all the goods and services from that salary. Those who are able to buy, those who are able to purchase those goods and services from that salary, children, that is called as real wage. Okay, for example, if I get a ₹100 as my salary, then my salary 100 rupees, I call that one as a money wage. But from that money wage, from that 100 rupees, how much I am going to purchase for my needy things, to get satisfied my needy things, children, my basic needs, children. So that is called as real wage. That is purchasing power of money wage by the workers. And it is expressed in terms how? When you are able to buy goods and services. Whenever you are able to buy the goods and services, then it is called as real wage. I hope it is clear, children, to all of you. Is it clear, ma'am? So the wages are of two types. The wages like money wage and the real wage. What is a money wage? A person received an income in the form of salary for his hard work, that is either mental work or the physical work. What is a real wage? A person's purchasing power. Purchasing power of money, that is called as the real wage. So this is about the definition of the wage. Now the next topic, children, the factors that determine the real wage. There are many factors that how can we say that our salary, our income is the real wage? On what factors we can say that yes, it determines, that yes, it is a real wage? So we have to depend now on certain factors. What are the factors that determines the real wage? So there are nearly 10 factors are there, children, that determines the real wage of a person. these are the factors that determine the real wage. What are the factors? The first factor is price level. First factor is price level. It's a very interesting topic, children. How can you say that the price level determines the real wage? Okay. Now, if the prices of goods are high, listen to me carefully. If the prices of goods are high, it is very difficult, children, to purchase those goods with limited income. Okay. So, in that case, our real wages will be less. Example, if my salary is rupees 100, with that 100 rupees, when I go to the market and when I purchase the things from the market, I find that to purchase a rice, pulses, turmeric, chilies, some vegetables, it is 200 rupees. That means my salary is 100, but the expenditure I am getting 200 rupees. That means my salary is unable to meet my daily expenses. Okay, salary is less, expenditure is more. Why? Because the prices of those goods are high. With that high prices, I am unable to purchase, children. Okay, so that is called as, children, if the price is high, your real wages will be low. If the price is low, real wages will be high. It is like inverse relationship. One increase, other decrease, another increase, this one decrease. That is called as, children, price level. So what is this, children? So it depends on the price level. Depends on the price level. If price level is high, then real wage will be low. If price level is low, then real wage will be high. Is it clear? So price level determines our real wage. I hope it is clear. If the prices of goods are high and our salary is low, then we can say that our purchasing power is low. Okay, is it clear? So this is the price level. Okay, that means prices determining our real wages. Now, next one. What is the next, children? Method of payment. Next one is method of payment. How can we say that the method of payment determines our real wages? Children, you find that beside this money wage, when a labor gets something extra benefits in his employment, extra facilities like, we can say, children, a free housing facility, free schooling facility, free transport facility, free electricity that the person is getting, free medical facility. By doing a job, a person is getting salary plus he is getting all the other facilities free. In that case, we can say that yes, the real wages of the person is high. Why? Because his complete salary it is with him. He is not spending his salary in payment of all these things. All the things his company is only paying. Suppose a person is working in a company and company is only bearing all his charges. His rent, company is paying. His electricity charge, company is paying. His transport charges, company is paying. His children's education, company is paying. That means he is having his salary as it is, like in his hand. That means his real wage is more. Okay, his real wage is more when? In case of method of payment. So in case of method of payment, what we find, children? That real wage will be high because a person is getting all the facilities free from company or free from the area where he is working. I think it is clear. Method of payment. Real wages are high because facilities he is getting free. So all his salary will be with him only. He is not spending his salary. That is method of payment. Okay. That will also describe this, determine the real wage. Now, after this one, the third one, children, regularity of employment. After this one, the third one is regularity of employment. Regularity means permanent jobs, children. We can find real wage depends upon the regularity of employment if the job is permanent. Okay. If the job is permanent. Okay, like we said about government jobs. Job is permanent, so a person real wage is high. Okay, because he know that his job is going to he is going to lose. So wherever the job is permanent, job is regular, real wage of the person is very high. His purchasing capacity will be very high. That is regularity of employment. Okay. After the regularity of employment, we are having the next one, that is nature of work. So real wage is determined by risk and danger that are there in the job. Risk and danger that are there in the job. If there is more risk, we find real wage is low and money wage is high. His salary will be very high if there is a risk in his job. Which job is have very risky? Children, like coal mines people, the people that go under the surface of the earth, they dig the earth, sometimes they die there only because of other accidents. The ship, the submarines, the ship people also, the people those who take the ship daily in the oceans for a long days distance they cover. Suddenly in the cyclone, they may also die. The job that having certain risk, there we find thus real wages will be low and money wages will be high. So this is the nature of work. After the nature of work, children, we are having the next one is condition of work. So how can we say that the condition of work is one of the reason for this one? So condition of work, children. So the condition of work is determined here that less duration work, ventilation and all the fresh air, all the facilities, wherever the person gets, children, all the facilities in his job, like what he called good ventilation, means good area, supporting areas, then drinking water facility he is getting, children, drinking water facility, and then followed by, children, the other one like recreational facilities, then followed by, children, less duration of work means only fixed hours of work will be there, children. Here we can say that real wage is very high. Where the person is getting all the things freely, his real wage will be very high. That is this one. Next one is subsidy earnings. So what do we mean by subsidy earnings? Subsidiary earnings. So subsidiary earnings. So yes, children. Now the next one is subsidiary earnings. What do we mean by subsidiary earnings, children? Earning extra income. Who is earning extra income, children? Their real wage will be very high. Who is earning extra income? For example, a government doctor is there. A government doctor, in the daytime he works in his government hospital. As soon as in the evening, children, this same government doctor, he work in his private clinic. From there he is getting good salary from the government, and evening also he is getting good salary from the patient in his own clinic. That means extra income he is getting, his salary is good, purchasing power is good. Like that we can find many teachers are there, those who work in the daytime in the school, and the evening time teachers, they take tuitions. Their salary, that means there also they are getting salary, and here also children, they are getting extra income. So in those cases we can say that the real income of those persons will be very high in subsidiary earnings. Now after the subsidiary earnings, we are having future prospects. What is this future prospects, children? So real wage will be very high for those persons, those who are having the chances of promotions in the future. Those are having the chances of promotions, their salary will be very high. That is for the future prospects. Now after this one, children, what we are having? We are having the last three, that is timely payments and what we say, social prestige and the period of education. Now the next one, children, is timely payments. The word itself is indicating, children, the people, those who are getting all the what you call salary in time. Those who are getting the salary in time, their real wage will be very high. That is timely payments. Social prestige. Social prestige, children, means the what we call the status in the society. The people, those who are, for example, the example, children, a bank officer. A bank officer and a judge of a court. You know, children, the salaries of both the people are same. Salaries are same. Okay. What do you call the status are same, children. So in this one we can find, children, both of them, their what you call money wage, in case of money wage, are same, but judge is having some higher category in the society comparing to the bank officer. So judge real wage will be high. That means only for the namesake he is having a good what you call name in the society comparing to the bank officer, what you call status. Judge real wage is high, bank officer real wage is low. Okay. Now, what is the last one? Period and expenses of education. Children, real wage is also depends on the period and the expenses of education. The person who takes what you call long education, his real wage will be less, because the person he has continuing his education and there he spend his time, his what you call everything on education, comparing to the person who stop his education and doing the work before, like graduates and undergraduates. So the salary of undergraduate, we can say the real wage is high for undergraduate comparing to the real wage of graduate, because undergraduate he started earning before only, graduate he started earning later only. Okay, so this is a topic, children, on wages. So wages depends on all these things, children, and especially in wages, real wage is very important one. Okay, so I hope the topic is clear to all of you. Read the lesson. To complete this chapter, we are having now next two what you call remuneration, that is interest and profit. Only two are left, interest and profit. With that we can complete this chapter. So by the time, thank you, children. Thank you one and all. Go through the learning, children. Thank you, ma'am.